All right, here's my TED Talk. So, why am I living in Ohio when I used to live in Louisiana? Let's just do a quick synopsis of how I got here from being in Louisiana. So, we were in Louisiana 5 years. For 5 years after I got out of the service, did 20 years Air Force, retired, moved back there because I was there for 15 years. Met my wife there. I got the kids, wanted the family, to see them because her whole family's there. Well, we came here a bunch of times, and then every time we came here, she's like, I kind of want to live here. And then we get home, she's like, no, I don't really want to live there. And then finally this year, we were here for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And then she's like, I want to live here. It's got everything we want. So we got home, put the house on the market. It was sold before I even had the paper signed for my realtor. Um, then 2 days later, we had bought a house here, the one we're in now, contingent on selling the other one, but you know how that goes. 2 days later, we all get sick. COVID hit us, the whole house. My mom lived with us. She was in the other thing. She was sick, but she's like, I don't have COVID or whatever. And then she's just like, yeah, I'm kind of getting sick. Um, Crazy. So we were sick starting on Tuesday or Monday. I got sick, and then Tuesday, my wife, Wednesday, my wife got sick. She got COVID tested positive. The kids got tested on Friday because Thursday they started getting sick. One was positive, one was negative. I got sick. Finally broke down and went and got tested on Thursday. On that Thursday, and I tested negative, but they said you have a pulse. Negative. Went to the hospital on Saturday because I wasn't doing very well, and um, they said, yeah, you actually have COVID, and you need to be hospitalized. And I was scared shitless, and I said no, so I went home. Shouldn't have done that. By that Tuesday morning, I had to go back in the hospital. I was almost dead, and yeah, it was crazy. So that was on a Tuesday. I was supposed to be home on Saturday. Ended up being home on that next Tuesday. I was in the hospital for 8 days. Sadly, my mom died on Saturday of COVID before I could get home. My wife found her, passed away in the back house that she lived in. Anyways, so that was crazy. And then I had to deal with that. Crazy part about that is I had to watch all that on a Nest camera because I couldn't leave the hospital. So I had to find out my mom was passed away and deal with all that, and then wait for my wife to tell me, because yeah, it was crazy. Anyways, so that happened. So then I get home on Tuesday. So then that Tuesday, well, while I was in the hospital for those 8 days, I had to deal with 2 inspections, 2 appraisals, and everything else that was going on because the house basically was in my name. My wife was taking care of the kids that were all COVID. She's COVID, so I kind of had all the time in the world, even though I was mostly just text messaging and all that because, technology these days. So get here, or I'm sorry, get home. Then I'm having to deal with, my wife or my mom's passing, and then dealing with moving because we had to move in less than 3 weeks after that. So I took a week off, basically getting my mom's affairs in order. Thank gosh she had everything in order. Like, I mean, it took us less than a week to have everything straightened away. So then we had 2 pods at the house, and we were dealing with trying to move stuff in there and doing it with COVID, and not, my wife and I knocked it out. Did it all, moved the whole house, everything, ourselves into those 2 pods, and yeah, it was crazy. Anyways, going from there, this might be a little long. We're at 5 almost now. So from there, we had to deal with that. Then we had to realize we had 3 vehicles with 2 drivers because my mom passed away. We couldn't sell it. We couldn't do anything with the vehicle because we didn't have a death certificate. And with COVID rampant, everything was 8 weeks. So I had to sell my truck that I was happy about having. Sold that like 3 days before we left. Kept the vehicle, drove down, came here. Chaos ensued with the house here because everything got delayed because we bought the house with cash. So when you buy the house with cash and there's no banks involved, the bank that you're buying the house from is kind of nervous because we could just pull out. Anyways, so that delayed their closing of their house, which delayed my pods that were arriving. So the pod arrived after we bought the house, but we couldn't move into the house for another week because they needed time because their closing of their house delayed because their bank wouldn't schedule their closing until my money was in their bank or escrow or whatever, saying, hey, the money's there. So then they had to deal with, there was a pod here. Only one pod could fit at this house. We had 2 pods scheduled a weekend apart. So basically one shows up and then that one showed up on a Thursday. That next Thursday, those pods were being swapped. One was getting taken back with empty and the other one was going to be there for a week. And so basically what happened was while they were moving out, we had to move all of our stuff once they cleared this garage, come here, move all the stuff from that pod into that garage, even though they were still kind of living here until the end of the day, because that pod was getting removed the next day in the morning at 8 a.m. in the morning. So we had to move all that stuff out to have that empty to be able to bounce out. Not only that, we found issues with the house that the inspector didn't find. And it just was, we bought the house because the housing market, it was in the summer basically. Houses were scarce. We love the house. I mean, we hate the house, but we love the house. And we're fixing it up and all that. But it's been total chaos. I mean, we've redone everything in the house. We had to put HVAC system in because there was a boiler with those floorboard heaters that were never used. I mean, and then the fireplace had cracks in it, so they had never used it in the 7 to 10 years that they lived here. So we don't use it because we're not spending 20 grand to have it fixed. And yeah. And so then once we got here, we gutted the front yard, right? So we had the front yard guarded. I'm killing it right now. Before that, we had landscaping, we had trees, we had everything else. We removed a big tree, those arborvitaes or whatever, there were 6 of those, and then mounds and landscaping that was just overgrown and we didn't like it. So we gutted the front yard. So we're killing it right now because after Easter, we're going to actually go in here and it's going to be dead. We're going to sod cut it, remove everything out of it. Top layer, bring screened in, nice screened, perfect in my words. Hopefully that's the case. I've had to talk to the landscaper guy that we were talking. He knows what he's doing, but we got to be eye to eye because you don't want to make sure you're not messed up. Anyways, he's bringing in dirt. We're gonna level this thing with some new dirt. Then I'm going to make sure that there's no weeds or whatever else. Then I have seeding to do. So that'll be fun. And then I only have really 5 weeks until we go on a 3-week vacation out west. So it's going to be fun. But anyways, that, also, if you can, we downsized. We actually went from a 3,000 square foot house with the second house. It was 2208 plus the 800 and something second house that we had with my mom's house. You've seen a few videos of that, and then my shop. So if you add all that up, it basically comes about 3,000 square feet. This house, 1,307. So we've downsized. We went from 3 bedroom with, well, not even the extra house, but 3 bedroom, 3 bath. with the 1 bedroom, 1 bath, huge apartment that was basically 600 and 700 square feet to a house that's 3 bedroom, 1 bath. The reason why we did that is a lot of people, when they get older, they keep in bigger and bigger house, whatever. We travel, we like less when we're trying to prepare for down the road, not now, go crazy. So we actually decided we want a smaller house, we want something, whatever else, but so we sold that house, bought this cash, and then debt free. I mean, we were debt free before, but we still had a small mortgage. Now we don't have any debt at all. So that's big, especially when we like to do with the things that we do, so we can just go do it. I'm officially retired. I've been officially retired for a year, but I don't plan on getting a job. I got this job doing YouTube, doing some other side stuff that I do, and yeah. So I don't know why I told you all that, but I thought maybe you guys would see the picture on why I have a really small house compared to what I had before. We want to be debt free. We want lots of money in the bank, and we want to be able to just do whatever we want to do. So that's pretty much what we're doing right now. I think that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy this season. I just got verified, 4 days ago? So I'm not verified, but monetizing on YouTube. I'm starting to grow on Instagram. Haven't done too much on TikTok. And got some brand deals. I'm excited about joining with Turf Titan. They're doing awesome. I got Petrol Tools sent me their sprayer. I got Barenbrug that sent me sending me T1 bent grass. That's what's going to be going on here. Some creeping bent grass. It's going to be the front yard is going to be a putting green. Putting green, I'm thinking, is going to be about 500 or more square feet. It's going to be huge. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to attempt it. But yeah, and then I have the backyard. I have a project with the backyard. I have not mowed this yard since September. It didn't really grow too much in the back. I got a big oak tree that's getting removed at some point this year. So I'm not doing too much with that backyard because they got to bring equipment into the back, and then my neighbor's back to get that big oak tree out. So you're going to see that. What else are you going to see? You're going to see a bunch of stuff. I got some stuff planned this year that's going to be pretty cool. I got a gear video that's coming out that's going to show up all my gear that I have now that I'm going to be using. I just got a drone, and I'm excited. And my kid is just coming back now from both of them. Yeah, I think so. Anyways, the kids are right here. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to the YouTubes?
Hi.
You okay, bud? We just got a crash. It's always something in this house. Figured out. He'll be all right. Put some spin on it, man. You'll be all right. Hey, you want to say hi? He doesn't want to say hi. Anyways, so that's the end of the discussion, my TED Talk on how I got to Ohio.
Hi.
You want to say hi? Go. Get in front. Say hi.
Hi.
This is Honey Badger. Look at those teeth. He's going to be a model someday. And the other one's still down, but he'll be all right. You okay? Here, get up, buddy. Yeah? Here, come over here and say hi.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
I haven't been on YouTube in a while.
I know, right? Want to say hi?
Hi, YouTube.
That's my oldest. He's a pretty cool guy. He got A's and B's. Didn't you get A and B's? Yeah. Cool. All right, get ready. All right, it's Easter time.